Beyblade X's summer is getting a little bit more exciting. We're going to be talking about all of the latest Beyblade X news, so if you are new here and like Bays That Spin, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. As well, make sure to check out Mall of Bays. We have pre-orders up for everything. I should be also mentioning we should be getting a restock of Pegasus Blast this week. This is an optional way to support the channel. We are Canadian-based and we import from Japan, and I appreciate any support regardless. So before I put my timestamps here, I do want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. If you can't already hear it, I'm dead. My voice is really bad. I got super congested on the nose, and now my voice is kind of dead, so it's gonna sound like this for the whole video. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, yay! Mark this on your calendars, August 9th. Let's talk about Samurai CALIBUR. This is a release that comes with 670 and a new bit that is called Merge. But this is kind of interesting because the original Samurai was originally the unique line, and now we have a basic line Samurai motif that is actually new. And I think it's interesting. So for the blade design and its gimmick, it seems to be something akin to, I would say honestly, like a basic line version of Golem Brock, or even like relatable like Hell's Chain. Now this does have a pretty interesting shape just because it's pretty much a square and kind of really weird rounded off in certain sections. When we get maybe a little bit more of a side profile where I can kind of tell, I think potentially its best use could probably maybe be defense, or maybe some sort of thing like Golem where it can maybe run into attack. I would love if this could get used for attack because I kind of love the idea of this. Basically taking this whole thing of kind of like swords and placing them on the opposite ends. I think it has a very unique design to it. Will it be good? For the blade, probably not too sure. I have to sell it, so I guess I have to say, no, it's gonna be good. No, I'm not too sure. 670 is kind of just whatever. It's a filler ratchet. 6 sides is, it's like 3 sides, except it bursts a little bit more, but similar performance, I guess, other than the burst risk. Now, we do get a new bit, which is called Merge, so I will be putting up probably footage of myself talking right now, but this is not really like the actual Merge from Beyblade Burst. This is more closer to Coat Sharp from Metal Fight, or the Unite driver. So basically what this is that there is a lot of rubber on the outside. In the middle point, it's plastic. It's basically like rubber point. Now, I would think this could probably get used pretty interesting for defense. So the thing is with Merge is that, okay, if I'm looking at this in the past, okay, attack was used on what? Rubber attack. So then after, when you have a bit that has a mix of rubber, but also that plastic in the middle, so it has a lot of stamina, could be used defensively, that makes sense there, because rubber is not going to have a lot of stamina. Now, when Beyblade X is primarily a generation very focused on plastic bits, I don't know if this is going to be super insane for defense. I think, in general, this should probably be a pretty cool defense option, potentially, where it's going to be kind of like interesting. I don't think it's going to have the same presence as, let's say, Coach Sharp did in Metal Fights. Probably not at all. I think it'll maybe be one of those secondary options, or maybe like Hexa, you could also use it. Because speaking of Hexa, this literally has 6, well, actually, I don't know if it's confirmed. So this has a lot of gears, I think. With a lot of gears is a stupid design. Why the fuck do we need it? I don't know. Maybe it's the only way they can make these type of designs where they can incorporate these certain like weird shapes and gimmicks. 16 gears just makes you waste a lot of stamina, so this is going to be a very interesting bit to see if it's going to be to its detriment or whatever. But yeah, my prediction is probably defense decent. I think this is going to be interesting to release to see what it can do. I think it's cool either way, and some nice new content, so very curious to see. I mean, I've been waiting for some type of Coat Sharp bit in Beyblade X, so I'm curious to see if we can get some more options for defense, because defense has been so lacking where we don't have that many options to actually use for defensive stuff. It's pretty much literally just like Hexa, and we do have like Orb, Lure, that type of stuff, but I'm craving something that actually has burst resistance. So now we're going to be talking about the really crazy thing before we get to Shark. It's going to be talking about the new rare Beyblade, which is the one and only Valkyrie, or in this case, Valkyrie German. Okay, so this is what it says, Valkyrie Bolt 470 Vortex. It reuses the ratchet from Hell's Reaper and the bit from Drawn Brave. Yeah, so the main thing with this, I'm gonna first put up some footage of, or whatever B-roll I have of Valkyrie here. This is obviously what I'm assuming is gonna happen, where each time we do a new season, it'll be a homage to the previous generation. So I guess now we kind of have Burst, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. Now, the Valkyrie shape is based off the original Valkyrie, the V1. and what I really like about it is they kind of pick this one for what they could actually do with it. No, obviously when you look at it, I'm not too crazy on some of the weird rounded off kind of points. I do think the original plastic one is far more aggressive than the metal one. I don't think this was necessary to nerf. I do think in general with CX, I don't know why the metal main blade always feels like so thin. Now the big thing here that they're trying to kind of make it exciting is that, oh, the lock chip, we made it metal. Now a metal lock chip I don't really think is going to do fuck all for CX. Adding weight, sure, that's interesting, I guess. They will probably put this eventually in some sort of customized set. And yes, I do think rare base stuff is obviously very stupid. It just encourages people to go gamble on a stupid app. But if you have any extra points you would like to give me, please. Or if you actually win a spare, I will take a code. You get a free promotion if you do. Hey, seriously, I hate pulling this shit. This really sucks. Is it probably gonna be good? It's CX, so it's already fighting an uphill battle. I don't know. Looks cool. It's kind of it. I don't know. Looks neat. White and gold. Now it's paying true respect to the burst era for gold. Moving on from there now, we do have our UX deck set, which is going to be the main thing we'll talk about in this video now that we're getting to the end portion. SharkScale. Ooh, look at that. August 9th is the release date. Very exciting. The bays in here are actually really nice. So we'll first talk about some of the other bays. So Tyranno is included in this, and this is a nice recolor. If you're wondering about Tyranno, how good is it? It's basically, I would say, they made it a lot more rounder than the actual Phoenix Wing. I'd say it's mostly used on defense. I guess you could use it against maybe other attackers. Decent blade. Well, yeah, we do get a reprint of the level bit, which I think is really awesome to see. It is locked in an expensive deck set, which I do think is really stupid. But we also get 170, which I think a lot of people have been wanting TT to do, including me. We do get a whatever filler, which is just going to be, what is this? This is Hell's Brave on Jaggy on 360 gear flat. I think it's just boring. I don't care for 360. I really don't care for gear flats. It's basically just two bays that are really good. Because the main one here, which is SharkScale, very interesting design. It does seem like, honestly, this just looks like very much pure Smash Attack. To be honest, even my thoughts on like the actual Shark, including Croc, they're more Smash Attack, honestly, than they are actually Upper Attack. Now, the cool thing about this is that actually they gave this 450. So 450 is now our shortest ratchet in Beyblade X. And here's the craziest thing. They decided to give this a normal lock. Why couldn't they do this for, let's say, the 55 heights? I don't know. 455 that has no purpose now. Zero purpose. You don't need to use it. That's really cool. This will probably get used so much because it's the lowest height out right now. And we also get under flat. So, like under needle, this is going to be 2 millimeters shorter than that of a regular bit. So if I'm at 50 height, I'm technically at 30 height. So we're going to have like pretty much what would be almost, I guess, like a normal height Beyblade if you were to compare it to some of the past stuff, which is going to be really exciting. Now, I think this opens up a lot of doors. Like for an example, when we have a really short amount of parts, and I'll expand on this on another video because my voice is literally dying, this would be really cool for CX bays to get at least maybe closer to maybe being viable, in air quotes, because now we'll have something that can combat it by super short height. I would say compared to last year, way better than the rudder set. Rudder set was so bad. So we're going up in value. Even the booster, I think, it at least has something good going for it. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are you most excited for and why? When I do my sequel video, it'll be in a few days for discussion. Not even just because I am recovering, but also because we're supposed to be getting X-Over news, I think, in the middle of this week. I think it's like Wednesday night or something. So, I'll just pair that up all together, and I'll pair up my manga chapter thoughts, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I really think summer is going to be it's been pretty good. My summer has been kind of so right now. I did have some fun. I did a little bit of gym, then I got sick, so I'm hoping to catch up with a lot of other projects and work. But hey, how's your summer going? Yeah, alright. I do apologize again, my voice sounds like shit. I've been trying to get hydrated. I don't know. It is what it is. Alright, well, take care and bye. Alright, pre-order Mullibays. Yippee! Mullibays.